So here we are in the Sleeve Russell Hotel in Ballyconnell in County Cavan, and today I'm joined by Robert Maxfield. Robert's the CEO of the PGA. Thanks for joining us, Robert.
It's a pleasure.
Robert, when people think of the PGA in Ireland, they think of Michael McCummesky and the great work that he does here.
Yeah.
He's in charge of the Irish region.
Yeah.
You're in charge of the whole operation. Before we talk about the PGA itself, let's talk a little bit about you. What did you do before you came?
Yeah, my background, I've played golf for a long time. I've played golf since I was 2 years of age. Left school and went to college in America. Had desires of becoming a professional player.
Yeah. You got a scholarship.
I got a scholarship at Florida State University. Came back having, I guess, made the decision I wasn't gonna play the game, and came back and I guess in many ways fell into the hospitality industry. I started working at the Belfry as a training manager.
Yeah.
Started there in '87. Worked my way through the ranks, and in 1991 became golf director and stayed there until 2004.
Right, okay.
So my background is hospitality and hotels, which I loved. It was great.
And that obviously helped in the role of developing PGA professionals, because a PGA professional is just not a teacher of golf anymore.
Absolutely not. I had at the Belfry, when I left in 2004, I employed 36 PGA professionals, wow. 18 qualified, 18 trainees. And all of those PGA professionals worked in all aspects of the business. So in the winter time when the golf was quiet, they worked in the hotel. So I gave them a real good understanding of the entire business. And in fact, many of them still work in travel, they work in hospitality, they work in sales. So they don't do that traditional role anymore. And I'm sure it was because I gave them that overall, I guess, experience of working in an entire resort.
Yeah, and you were there when and oversaw three Ryder
Cups, yeah, 89, 93 and 2002. 2001 that became 2002, as we know, but fantastic times. And lots of golf tournaments as well.
Yeah.
I think in the time I was there, we had a golf tournament every year, a European Tour event. So it was a fantastic place to be.
Wow. And then in 2006 then you joined the PGA. What was your remit then?
I joined the PGA on the commercial side. So my initial remit was looking at opportunities both from a sponsorship point of view and also a licensing point of view as well. And we're here at Sleeve Russell today, PGA National Ireland, making the announcement today, and that was my early remit. Having done that for a number of years, I then started to look after the media department, the tournament department, and then became chief executive in 2017, and just prior to that, deputy chief executive. So I've been in the job now for about just over 2 years.
Yeah, and what are the challenges facing the PGA now?
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, we're still a members' organisation. That is absolutely the focus of the organisation.
Yeah.
We were formed in 1901 by a group of members. At some point in time, a group of staff were formed. We've now got a team of 140 staff. Michael leads the team in Ireland here. We've got another 7 regions. But very, very much the focus is absolutely on our members. And my background in hospitality taught me one thing, that you have to focus on your customers. And very much our membership is our customer. And over the past 2 years, I've spent a massive proportion of my time focusing a team on looking after the members. We've got a mission statement now, which is about improving the personal and professional lives of members. So, you know, we're working very, very hard, and because the game is changing, the role of the PGA professional is changing. Yeah. We've now got 40% of our our members working in management positions, which would not have been the case 10 or 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So what we have to do as an organisation, we have to adapt and change to the needs of our members, which is what we're working hard to do at the moment.
Yeah, and you have a huge amount of educational programmes for PGA members. And they get credits every time they do a course.
They do.
It's an evolving education that they do throughout their time.
It's really interesting. I mean, in the early days of the PGA, you would as long as you got a proposal in a second year, you could come into the PGA.
Yeah.
About 60 years ago, Henry Cotton, who was one of our members, proposed that we have a proper education programme.
Yeah.
So we introduced that about 60 years ago. That education now is sophisticated. It's working with universities. And beyond, and that becomes the route into membership. So to get into membership now, you've got to have a very high level qualification. But of course, as soon as you're in membership, education never stops. So we have a very comprehensive, continual professional development program that most of our members engage in.
Yeah, and you were saying that the role of the PGA professional has become sort of multi-dimensional, but in a golf club, a PGA pro is essential for growing the game and introducing new people to the game. In a golf club.
And despite, we've got pros now, PGA members working in 80 different roles, 40% of them are in management positions. But we did a survey recently in Ireland with our members, and it was a very comprehensive survey. Something like 60% of the members completed the survey, and still 93% of them are teaching the game. So still that core activity of the PGA member, getting people into the game, is absolutely at the heart of the role of the PGA member.
Okay, we're here in Ireland. You've come over to the Sleeve Russell. There's a very special announcement today that the Sleeve Russell is going to join a very elite club, currently of 7 golf courses.
Soon to be 8.
Including the Belfry. And obviously Glen Eagles as well, Aphrodite Hills in Cyprus, and the Italy then as well. The Sleeve Russell is one of the top parkland courses in Ireland. The 222 bedroom hotel. It's a great facility, great golfing facilities. The academy, the driving range, and all that. How did this happen?
Well, we've been in discussions now for about a year. We very much work on a basis whereby we want to get to know the people we're going to be working with. There's only ever one PGA National in each country. This is the 8th. As you say, we've got the Belfry and Glen Eagles. So they're in a pretty elite band. So we very much want to. It's not just about the resort. It's not just about a great golf course, but it's also about a great team of people. It's about great service. So we started to talk with the Sleeve Russell people about a year ago, and we've got to know them, and we've become very, very comfortable with them. The service that they offer here, the facilities that they offer here, the golf course itself is absolutely as good as anywhere in Ireland. It is absolutely brilliant. It's world class. So that made us comfortable to have a conversation about them becoming PGA National in Ireland, and we're delighted we've got that.
And what will be the benefits then to the Sleeve Russell becoming a PGA National Ireland?
I think it sits in an elite band. I think the obvious venues are Belfry and Glen Eagles, which have hosted Ryder Cups. I think it sits in that from a branding point of view. Brand is very strong across the world. It doesn't matter what business you're in. And I think to associate a wonderful resort such as Sleeve Russell with the world-class PGA brand and the world-known PGA brand, you would hope, I guess, gives them that USP over and above their competitors. And in particular around and we've got a day here today where we've got lots of international press. I think it puts them on an international stage as well. And I think just raises the profile of the resort.
Brilliant. Okay, well listen, thanks a million for joining us.
Brilliant.
Appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Cheers.
That's great, thank you.